They say every sport has a moment that changes everything. A moment so bold, so unexpected, that it divides fans, rewrites rules, and forces everyone to look again. In women's diving, that moment arrived with a single move. A move so controversial that some call it the future of the sport, while others believe it could destroy the art of diving forever. For decades, diving followed one sacred rhythm: climb, breathe, jump, twist, enter. The beauty was in the flow, the grace, and that perfect, silent entry into the water. That's what the sport was built on: power disguised as elegance, motion shaped by discipline. But then, a new generation decided to turn the world upside down, literally. They began their dives not standing tall, but inverted, balanced on their hands, toes pointed toward the sky, suspended in silence. It was called the Armstand, and from the very first time it appeared, diving was never the same again. There was something haunting about it. A diver frozen at the edge, every muscle trembling, time standing still. No sound, no motion, just pure tension. And then, in a flash, a push, a twist, a blur of motion, and a perfect entry. The crowd gasped, because for the first time, the drama didn't start after the dive. It started before it. That quiet moment before the leap became electric. Audiences held their breath, waiting for the release. And when it came, it was explosive. Clips of the Armstand went viral. Competitions began featuring it more often. Judges rethought scoring. Coaches rewrote routines. For a moment, it felt like diving had entered a new era. One built on balance, strength, and control. Fans called it evolution. They saw in it something deeper. The courage to hold still when the whole world was watching. The calm before the storm. The poetry in the pause. But not everyone saw beauty in that silence. Traditionalists pushed back. To them, diving's soul was in its flow, the seamless movement from takeoff to entry. They argued the Armstand broke that rhythm. It added spectacle where there should have been simplicity. Some said it made diving feel more like gymnastics, too staged, too showy. And slowly, the applause began to mix with criticism. Commentators debated it. Athletes took sides. Fans argued online. Was this progress? Or was it performance? That's the heart of the debate. Because the Armstand isn't just a move, it's a question. Should diving remain loyal to its traditions, or open itself to a new language of movement? And maybe the truth lies somewhere in between. The Armstand doesn't erase diving's legacy. It redefines it. It reminds us that power can exist in stillness, that silence can carry its own kind of drama, and that control can be every bit as breathtaking as chaos. To those who understand it, the Armstand isn't a trick. It's a test of precision, patience, and pure nerve. Because standing perfectly still on your hands at the edge of a 10-meter platform isn't about showing off. It's about trust in your body, your balance, your belief. That's not showmanship. That's mastery. And whether you love it or hate it, you can't deny what it's done for the sport. It made people care again. It made diving feel something again. It gave audiences a reason to look and to wait. Because in those few seconds of silence, the world holds its breath. And when that silence finally breaks, you remember why you fell in love with the sport in the first place. Maybe that's what evolution really means. Not abandoning tradition, but daring to reimagine it. The Armstand didn't ruin diving. It expanded it. It showed that beauty isn't just in the splash, but in the moments before it. In the balance, in the stillness, in the courage to take a risk when everyone's watching. Because in diving, the magic doesn't live in the water. It lives in the space just above it, where everything hangs in perfect tension before the fall. If you believe that true artistry comes from courage, from the willingness to evolve, to challenge, to redefine, then like this video, share it with someone who loves the beauty of sport, and subscribe for more stories that explore the drama behind the world's most daring performances. Because sometimes the quietest moments are the ones that change everything.